All right, guys. Good morning. I'm your host of the show of Warren First 931. I'm Kelly Walker Slaughter. I have my lovely co-host, Reece Moore, with us this morning. Good morning, Reece.
Good morning. Good morning. I wish Brian was here, but you got second best.
No, I got number one because you're supreme. I got the supreme choice.
Thank you for that.
But of course, if you can tell, we are at Supreme Building Products, and currently in downtown McMinnville, it is 37 degrees. It does feel like 45 outside, but that wind chill is still crazy. But it's going to be cloudy conditions expected around 4 p.m. today. The highest will feel like 56 around 3 p.m. today. Now, the rest of the weekend, guys, just so you know your weekend forecast, and thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our sponsors on that. Saturday, the high is 62, and then on Sunday and Monday, we have chances of rain, but still in the highs of 68. But of course, today is TGI Friday, and of course,
FYI Friday.
Well, I say Friday. I say Friday.
I'm sorry.
It's a girl thing.
Okay.
It's okay. They make shirts for that now.
Oh.
We're gonna help you get trendy, okay?
I appreciate that.
But of course, if you read this sign, it says Reese's FYI Fridays, and big things are happening starting today.
We are good day, folks. Just real quick. Our weekly sales. I'll
hold it for you.
Cramped for space today. I apologize.
No,
they very, very, very special guest, and So I'm gonna run my.
I'm just gonna hide myself. You say it.
We've got deck boards, 8-foot deck boards, $5.15 on sale. Pressure treated 2x4/8, $4.50. We've got a garden sprayer. We got a garden sprayer. It's like $9. It's not on here, but I promise you we got one. And we've also got 10% off all Benjamin Moore paint.
Oh, nice.
All paint supplies, stains, rollers, paint sundries. And that's just going to kind of prelude going into who we've got going to be sitting with Kelly the rest of the time.
I cannot wait. So tell me this person that you have invited on the show today.
Libby Cheney, Libby Davis Cheney, if you want to look her up on Facebook, CTR Design. But we met a few years ago. She came in here, bought some paint, and she's just a very, very, in my mind, just a very innovative with what she does, design. Yeah. She can actually do layouts for you, computer drawings for you, interior, exterior. She can tell you a lot more about it. She just got through with a huge project in Kentucky on a big hospital, so she might want to tell a little bit about that.
Ooh.
But we're very fortunate. We're very fortunate to have her. We appreciate all the business that she gives us. I've leaned on her a few times for a few design projects and a few different projects I've done, and she's been very, very helpful. She actually helped Mom with doing a church, Christ Community Church last year, just doing paint, and she's just a very, very good person, very passionate about what she does. And Warren County is lucky to have her.
Oh, I love that.
So and I'll let her, and she's a lot better looking than me. So you'll have two pretty ladies for the rest of the time. But
it's like I say, Reece, we took a shower, we fixed her hair and put makeup on. Anybody can look pretty. You just got to put a little effort in it.
But that's what I got.
All right, so coming up next on the show from CTR Designs, talking all things interior and more. So keep it here at Warren First 931.
At 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
All right, guys, welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. We are live at Supreme Building Products. Don't forget that the big sale that Reece and them are doing here at Supreme, there is 10% off all paint and stain and supplies. There's a 2x4x8 PT for $450, and then it says he's going to have to read all that. No, but they got lots of sales going on, so make sure you do. And also follow them at supreme.building. On Facebook, it's Supreme Building Products. And make sure you always do the hashtag FYI Friday and hashtag Shop Social, because we always need to shop local first.
Yes,
but with me is now the beautiful and lovely Miss Libby. Good morning.
You're so sweet.
Oh, no. I'm so excited. He was telling me about you, and to be honest, we are, we're building a new home as well. We're in the middle of it, and we're just now getting into the part where it's the interior part as far as the electrical. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, so you really need to plan out where your light fixtures are going to go, and your light switches and your plug-ins and all that stuff. And that's something that a lot of people forget about. They don't think about that during builds or
Is that something that, walk me through it? So if I hired you, for example, what would you know? I'd be like, hey, Libby, come over the house. Let's talk. Walk me through the process.
Well, with a new build, it's actually easier than with a renovation if you're doing a new build, because you can give me your plans.
Yeah.
I can take those plans and basically draw them up on my computer, and you can see exactly what your home's going to look like before you even put a dollar into it. But with a renovation, it's a little bit different because you have to be more creative, I guess, and kind of come up with your own ideas and things like that. People don't usually have plans for a renovation. They just kind of come to you and they're like, well, this is what I want, you know, and you have to figure it out.
Right.
But when you have a house plan, it's easier because you know the spaces. You can see the spaces. But yeah, I would just come over, you give me your plans, or I'd take measurements and I'd go home and I'd draw everything up. We could get as in depth as you wanted to. Often people want me to pick their finishes, their light fixtures, things like that. But then sometimes they just want me to help them figure out how the house should be laid out. What's the best layout for the house.
And when you mean layout, are you talking about where the furniture and everything should go?
But how the room should flow. How the room like how your dining room should sit off of your kitchen. Space planning. Basically.
Yeah, I love that. So Reece was saying that you've had some big projects.
Oh, yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about those.
Well, I've done a few medical facilities over the last, I guess, almost 2 years. We've been working on a hospital in Kentucky. So we've done, there was actually a nursing home in the facility. So we did that. It's been a lot of work, but it's been so rewarding. You can be a little more creative, I think, in a commercial setting than you can be in a residential setting. You can get a little more bold with your light fixtures and your colors and your wallpaper, things like that. It's fun, but it is, it's a lot of work.
I was going to say, what made you decide to do this? Because originally, guys, she's not from here, right?
No.
Talk about your story.
Well, I was just a little girl that loved to rearrange my bedroom. My mom let me pick the paint colors in my room, and it just kind of blossomed from there. maybe 10 years or so ago, I started doing upholstery, like on Victorian furniture.
Wow.
The older pieces that were, going
Scary.
to the
I would think
dumpster.
I'd mess it up.
Well, I did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you just have to make those mistakes to learn. But I just kept on and kept on, and I started, getting on social media more. I would stage my furniture in my house or in other places and make it look really pretty and take pictures of it. And people started calling me and, they wanted furniture. And then from there, they wanted me to help them, decorate their rooms. And
so you do like a little bit of, you help from start to finish.
I can do from the very beginning before your foundation and your home is even laid. I can take your plan and let you see what it's going to look like.
So when you say your plan, like for me, if I give you like just the flat sheet of the plans,
yes,
you can go off that.
I can. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And they're super realistic. I mean, super realistic photos and images. I mean, and most of the time, if we stick to the plan, the projects turn out exactly like they do on the renderings. We just have to stick to the plan. Sometimes we don't. Things change. Owners decide they want to do something different, mid-project, and things change. But
well, see, just recently, guys, me and my husband, again, there's no divorce in the works, but everybody always says when you do a project like this with your spouse, I mean, things can lead. But, he was like, what do you want your kitchen to look like? Right. And so I looked at all these pictures, and it is very frustrating and time consuming, and it's a lot of stress. Let me say that. But I had it in my head. Right. So I said, I just want to draw it. And then I'm just going to tell you the cabinets I like. And then, and I think they're called floating cabinets is that what they're called? And I saw this design, but I didn't like everything about it. So I'm like, I'm cutting out snippets like it's a,
I do the same thing.
Because I was trying to find websites and things to help kind of work. And, and Lowe's had a website if you buy the cabinets through Lowe's, to fix that up. Yeah. But I was like, no, I don't want it to look like this.
Yeah.
But you can do that with your stuff.
Yes, I can draw elevations for your cabinetry, millwork, colors. We can do all of it.
The pantry, everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can see it before you do it.
I'm going to
spend thousands of dollars.
Do you want to? Can I ask how much do you charge?
Well, it depends.
Depends on the project.
I have a formula that I go off of. And it just depends on how in depth we get. How much design do you want me to go source all of the materials? Yeah. Or do you just want me to give you a basic layout? So I mean, it varies. It varies.
Okay, I may have to be using you because again, like and everybody's got different palettes, as I say, different designs.
Yes.
And I know that I seem like I'm an extra person, but when I come home, I just want things to be simple.
Yes.
And I want to know where they're at. Mm-hmm. And I just don't like, for example, in my kitchen, I'll just tell you what I would like or what I wrote down. I just wanted like 2 cabinets here, 2 cabinets here, floating shelves. And then the stove, I don't know what the stovetop thing at the
range hood cover.
Yeah, that collects the steam or whatever.
Oh, the range vent.
Yeah, the vent. And that's it. Because I wanted most of my stuff to go into the pantry.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have everything out because we don't use a lot of our dishes and stuff. But if we do that space, I was like, well, should I use it for decoration so people can see like, ooh,
Yeah. Well, that's something that we could, we would go over everything. Like everything that you would have in your kitchen typically.
Yeah.
Every item, we could go through it. And before we draw anything up, figure out where it needs to go. Do we need to have a special cabinet for
the pans?
Your utensils. Do we need to have a special cabinet for your spices or your dish towels, things like that? We'll find a place for those. Yeah. And if we have to draw it up, then that's what we'll do.
I love it. Well, we are going to take a quick break, and we're going to come and talk some more about your fine works and how we can find you and more. But remember, Warren County, keep it first. Oh, no, wrong one. Wrong button. I don't have my mask.
Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Looking to transform your home? Head over here to Roland Renovations at North Chancery Street in McMinnville. From stunning cabinets and beautiful countertops to durable LVP and hardwood flooring, we've got everything you need. Want to upgrade your bathroom? Check out our amazing shower systems and our stylish shower doors. Here at Roland Renovations, we also specialize in outdoor cabinetry, tile work, full remodels, and installation services. Stop by or call us at 931-743-5479 today. We are open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Wednesday, and Saturday we are open for appointments only. Don't wait. Revamp your space with us here at Roland Renovations.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Hey, Lydia, make sure you plug me for more things.
I will. Welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Currently in downtown McMinnville, guys. Once again, it is 38 degrees. And thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsor. And getting right into it, because, Reece, they heard you. So, Libby, what did he want you to promote?
He wants me to promote his paint, Ben Moore. He's the only one in town that sells it.
Okay.
But I will say I love it.
What? Yeah, talk about that, like your favorite paints. Is that like your
Ben Moore is my top
number
of the
one?
line, yes.
And why would you say that?
Just because, I mean, the coverage of that paint, it will change your life. I'm not joking. If you're someone who likes to paint, if you have something coming up, a project coming up, you need to paint, and you've ever used a cheaper paint, if you try the Ben Moore paint, it will change your life. I'm not joking. It just covers so well. It's super durable. I love that you can get it in a matte finish. I just like a matte finish on walls. It hides imperfections better than a shiny finish. And
I was going to ask you that. Like, what's trending right now? Is matte paint starting to trend?
I feel like it is. I think the darker, even though it's springtime, I feel like darker, moodier colors are, they're coming bolder. In. They're bolder. Yeah. I just painted my office a really dark color and I love it. But I love the Ben Moore paint because you can get it in that matte finish. It looks almost velvety. It's just different. It's washable, which you can't find a matte paint that's washable.
And if you have kids, when they make a mess on the thing, my God.
So when they like to color with their crayons, I have a grandbaby that he'll color on everything but the coloring book.
I cannot believe she's a grandmother, guys. Look at this hottie.
Oh gosh,
she's taken though. She's married, I believe. I see a ring.
Almost 27 years, I think.
What does your grandbabies call you?
Well, right now I'm just grandma. But my husband and I have been Ma and Pa. We're country.
Country folks. Love that.
So ever since we've been married, he's been Pa and I've been Ma. So we're kind of trying to get him to start.
They will say that. If you want it to happen, they will say it. But keeping on with the trends as far as paint goes, what else do you see? Any certain cabinet styles? Any, like kitchens and stuff, and even in the bathrooms, like tile work, certain molding. I've seen in a lot of magazines, with not just the bolder colors, but also like the metals.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to promote that a lot, like not just on the ceilings, but it's like on the wall.
I don't.
As an I guess as an accent wall.
I guess it's, your personal preference, really. I like to stick to more traditional things.
Yeah.
Surfaces that are going to always be in style, something that's going to be classic and stand the test of time. I don't really tend to navigate towards trends.
Yeah.
So, I do like to move my tile around in different patterns. You can, if you're trying to save money, you can buy a cheaper tile, and how you lay it out on the surface that you're laying it out on, you can move it around and do it in different patterns that will make it look more updated and modern if you wanted to do that. But I don't like to get too
trendy
out there with the trends. I
have noticed, because since, and again, our phones are always listening. I started seeing these interior designers or weekend warriors, the do-it-yourselfers. They're painting their floors, and they're doing the designs on the floor and painting it with a sealant. Now, can you tell me the pros and cons to that, knowing that this is your field of work?
Well, longevity.
Yeah.
Especially in bathrooms and high traffic areas, I would not recommend doing that.
Yeah.
I know it can be pricey to replace a flooring, but I feel like if you paint your floor, you're going to be, cleaning it up and touching it up often.
All the time.
Often.
And
maybe if you're going to do like a small room that doesn't get much foot traffic, maybe. But, high traffic
let's
areas,
be realistic.
Let's
be realistic. Everybody. That's everywhere.
Let's not do that. If we can avoid it, let's
it looks real pretty. Do not get me wrong.
For a little while.
Yeah.
For a little while.
I didn't mind. Like one lady was, instead of buying a rug, she just put the painted like it looked like a rug where the table sits on, and then a lot of traffic don't go around that. And I was like, well, that's not
kind of pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have seen where people have done that on their front porch, even like farmhouses, where you're going for that more rustic, worn kind of look.
Yeah.
And it does look pretty in that setting. But, if you're wanting to put it in your house and wanting to keep things neat and tidy and streamlined, maybe not.
I like that, neat and tidy. So if anybody needs to get in touch with you, how can they?
Well, you can get in touch with me on social media. I have a Facebook page, CTR Design Co. My Instagram page. I can have them give you my email if you'd like to do that.
If you give me your stuff, we'll post it on after this.
Yeah,
make sure it's in the thing.
Yeah.
And then again, do you have? How are you on your projects right now? Are you ahead, or because spring? This is the time that people are changing things.
Yes, exactly. So it's springtime. I'm getting busier. More people are calling. They're wanting to update their homes and things like that. So I'm starting to pick up a lot now.
Yeah. Which is good.
Which is really good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have, as I say.
Yeah, but I can take a couple more clients right now, but I don't want to get into too much because it is very time consuming,
All right. So if anybody needs you, can they call you?
They can call me. Yeah, I can give you my phone number.
If you want to get it over
it's 931-636-8096.
All right. Say that one more time.
931-636-8096.
I love it. And and one person just messaged on Instagram. Do you also help out like offices?
Absolutely.
I know you talked about hospitals.
Yeah.
But
yeah. In the beginning, I really started out just kind of wanting to focus on residential projects, but a lot of the commercial ones are kind of finding me, and they're fun. They're fun to do. So yes, I do.
Because me being me, I always like to be a little extra, and if I can find like a property one day, like if I had my, this is me dreaming of having a brick and mortar for this place of Warren First. If I had because you're seeing more and more residential properties turning into commercial, but you still want to keep that home front, because if you're like a mom and you got kids still and you want our grandbabies, you want to have a space for that. And you could probably do that for everybody, right?
Yeah, if you had a room that you wanted to set aside, we could definitely come in and dress that up and make
I
it
love
work.
that. I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on the
you for
show.
having me.
I hope it wasn't too scary
No.
since this was your first one ever. I love it though. I love being the first one for some folks because I try to be very easy and going and, again, just talk to me.
You've
We're
been
friends.
great. Thank
you, Libby. So again, guys, if you want to check out CTR Designs and find Libby on all the socials and give her a phone call. We'll get all her information before she leaves today and make sure we post it at the end of the show. But coming up next, we are going to talk about all things Warren County. It is going to be a short show today because my allergies are on high alert. There's only so much Mucinex and Dayquil and,
it's awful.
and I'm not sick enough to get a shot yet. That was really priceless on that one. But with that said, we're going to take one more quick break here at Warren First 931. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
That place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you'll ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
February is the month of delicious deals at Sonic Drive-In in McMinnville. Get ready to treat yourselves. Starting February the 24th, cool down with their delicious, refreshing strawberry mangonada slush. Perfect for those sunny days. And don't miss out on February the 26th, where you can grab small popcorn chicken for just $1.49. Snack time never tasted so good. Start your day right with our special drink offer until 10 a.m. Make Sonic your rise and shine morning destination. So many flavors to choose from. And remember, we've got the best sun drop in town. Dive into these amazing deals this February at Sonic Drive-In.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
I'm the assistant today.
You are. I'm hiring you. We're bartering right now. What do you need me to help you with later? Welcome back to Warren First 931. Why did you think I gave you those?
I don't know. I thought, who am I going to give these to?
You're going to read them? So she's going to help me read.
I'm the co-host.
Because she sounds a lot better than I do right now because of my throat. But of course, there's tons of events going on in Warren County. And first and foremost, yesterday, Dr. Ray Troop, he came and visited us yesterday on the show. And they are looking for people that have had or doesn't have anymore breast or prostate cancer. And you can read that.
Okay, it says in this study, the Rural Cancer Community Advisory Board members will develop a telehealth supportive care program for breast and prostate cancer patients in a way that understands and respects the unique challenges of living and going through cancer in a rural community of Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
So, let's see, there's some contacts here.
Yeah. If you have, and they're trying to really push their telehealth right now for some people, because, you just talked about fixing up nursing homes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are not able and capable and mobile to go to their doctor's appointments. And this telehealth is a new thing. And, and helping, Warren County, when there's a calling, I always say this, that people are always helpful. So there's a contact there if you need telehealth for, these two things, or if you want to tell your story. Yeah. And what are they?
So the email is nest, NEST, at TN, I think that's an O.
It is.
NC.
It's the oncology.
Okay, oncology.com.
Mm-hmm.
And the phone number is 615-250-1776.
Yeah, and that's with and if anybody's got any questions, call that number. It's the Tennessee Oncology here in Warren County. And if you have any questions, feel free and ask us as well here on the show, and we will give you that information on top of that. Next up for grabs, which is coming up, we have the Hunter Education class, which is going to be a week from this Friday.
Oh.
Or a week from this Saturday, I should say.
Yeah, highly recommend doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Our family hunts.
Same.
All of us do.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty important. The date and time for that is Saturday, March 29th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The location is going to be at Northside Baptist Church, 1574 Yeager Road in McMinnville.
Yep.
You can register online.
We've put the online registration. You don't have to say all that.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Contacts are Pete Geesley and Jason Ramsey, and their phone numbers.
Yeah, and we'll put all that on there. And then a week following that Saturday, and which is the next sheet. See, I've got you, girl.
You do.
Which is all part of this. They always do the Hunter Education class before the big youth turkey event. Now, if your child is 10 years or older, they have got to take this Hunter Education class, whether or not we did this too, because I asked Jason, he was on the show. Y'all can watch the feed. Jason was saying, even though you may have bought the, when they're a baby at birth, getting that lifetime, I say lifetime warranty.
We just call it a lifetime license.
Yeah. It's a lifetime license for everything, hunting, fishing, all that stuff. You still have to get this Hunter Education class at the age of 10, because this turkey hunt is going to be starting from ages 6 to 16. So talk about that one.
So Saturday, April the 5th, the location for that will be Northside Baptist Church, 1574 Yeager Road in McMinnville. There will be prizes for the participants. Lunch will be provided. There will be a turkey calling contest.
There will be this year. That's new.
Let's see, different age divisions. Participants will be judged on 3 calls plus a medley of any call they wish. 2-minute maximum.
Yeah. That's going to be wild. Literally.
All participants must check in at Northside Baptist Church. Like she said, license and hunter education requirements apply. And the event is limited to the first 50 youth that pre-register.
Exactly.
And they must be accompanied by an adult.
Yeah, they can't obviously go by themselves. So, and, and they can't get help. They can ask for help, like questions and things like that. Like my son did last year, to make sure if it was a hen, I think is what they call a turkey, or if it was a
jake or a gobbler.
Yeah, a gobbler, a jay, whatever, a jake. We learn stuff all the time. But again, if you want any more information on this, and they normally have, when it comes to these events, anything from 50 to 60 prizes that they give away to anybody, whether you get a turkey or not. I encourage you guys to go and show up and show your kids that there are tons of boys and girls out there that are hunting.
Yeah.
And it's just another networking way to get your kids with some other groups of friends that's interested in their stuff as well.
And get them outside and, get them in the outdoors instead of, being inside all the time playing on video games.
Yes, I was going to say something ugly, but yes, spring break is about to kill me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, no.
I don't have to do that anymore. Mine are grown.
Well, I waited a little bit longer. But with that said, continuing on, the second annual Trail Life fundraiser. It's a fishing tournament for Troop Tennessee 2222. And of course, it's at Center Hill Lake. They're doing a $3,000 guaranteed first place prize when it's going to be at Raglan Bottom Ramp on Saturday, April the 19th. The time is, it says Safe Light at 3 p.m. Entry fee is $110 per boat. The big fish is $10 per boat, optional, and they got a ton of sponsors for that. And if you want any more information on that, I actually snagged one of those flyers from USA Gym. And then my girl, Vanessa Miller, that's been helping me do the Isha segments. She is a huge philanthropist, guys, and she's involved in so many behind the scenes, but her baby is the Sprint for Specials 10K and 5K, and that is coming up on April the 26th. Now, if you want to register, we've been putting this in our information as well, and if you see flyers like this, there's a QR code at the bottom of this one, and you can actually scan that, and it goes directly to where you can register. And not only are they doing a 10K and a 5K, but something that I think is really neat, if you're not from here or you used to be from here and you want to participate in this, you can also sign up for the virtual race, which I think is really neat. It's just another option. Or sign up for the virtual race if you want to stay in your bed. I mean, the money goes, I'm just saying, it is what it is. But it's the third annual Sprint for Specials. It's scheduled to take place on from 8 a.m. or 8 a.m. starts the 10K and 5K starts at 8:30 a.m. along with a virtual tour option available in person. Whether you're an experienced athlete or you just simply wish to walk, this event benefits the McMinnville Special Games. It's a local 501c3 organization committed to supporting special needs in the community in Warren County and nearby areas. Both routes begin and end at USA Gym, just like it has the past 3 years. Offering prizes for top finishers in various age categories and overall male and female groups. Early registrants are guaranteed. So if you want a t-shirt now, guaranteed t-shirt, you got to early register, okay? But any participants that register like the day of and things like that, you're not guaranteed a shirt. But all participants will receive a custom medal. So join in this meaningful event by registering with the link. You can go to runsignup.com, or you can just scan the QR code where you see all these things. And again, there's so many things going on in Warren County. Don't forget, thank you. Mm-hmm. Don't forget that, and I was going to let you keep that one if you want to hand that off to your hospitals and stuff too.
Thank you.
Don't forget that the newsletters are out. You are welcome to get our weekly newsletters. We deliver them every Tuesdays and Wednesdays with the hard copies. Or if you want a digital copy, like it says at the bottom of the screen, text the keyword local voice to 931-305-0869 with your email, and just let us know and we'll start sending you that as well. Also, I have some exciting news, and I'm going to make sure I say it right. As of last night, I've been working on this for about a month now, and we have finally can say that Warren First 931 has an official website. Oh. Yes, I was so excited last night when I got the official text message. Type in warrenfirst931.com and you're going to see it. And again, I know you won't be able to see it from my view, but I'm just really excited about it. There it is. Well, I'll just go up because that's how I am. There you go. That's what it looks like on the cell phone. But I am so excited. We are officially, as of today, launching the Warren First 931 website. I want to to my webmaster, Ron Dusniak. He does an amazing job. If anybody likes what you see, please let me know and I will send you to him. He is so easy to work with, very laid back, and again, he does what you say. So it's always good when you have people like that. But I'm looking forward to that. Also, as we're wrapping up today, because I know I said today was a short day, make sure you tune in tomorrow as we will be going live at 1:30 at Smooth Rapids, as we are going to be hosting our March Madness show with Brian Carr, because Madeline Stubblefield is on vacation this week. She is our sports analyst. We're going to have 4 amazing guys on the panel. We're going to have Brian Carr, of course, Jeff Barnes, my man from back in the day at the radio station, and he knows everything and all things basketball, let me tell you. And then Brian is bringing his best friend, Mike Pyburn, to the show. And then I have requested K-Ron to come on our show tomorrow and be a part of the panel and talk about, because right now the spring football session is fixing to happen with the practice for the boys. And I thought having him in and talking about like how his spring when he was here at Warren County, because he is a Warren County alum and he went on to great things playing for colleges and stuff. And I want him to talk about his experience and what Warren County sports done for him. But remember, the Pioneer Playbook is anything and everything, all Warren County sports. But tomorrow we will be at Smooth Rapids, and it's just going to be fun. They're going to be talking. Now, again, if you wanted to be a part of our March Madness Challenge, it is closed because after yesterday at 11, I think, o'clock, and we had a few people sign up and register, so they have a chance to win that women's spring spectacular basket and then the men's, spring bucket. I didn't know how to fancy call a man's. It's a man's bucket, for, to wash your car and stuff. The ultimate man's bucket. I'll call it that. But we will showcase those tomorrow on the show as well. But whoever wins in the women's bracket and the men's bracket is going to win these prizes. So good luck to you guys that did register with us. But if you want some tips for next year or just hear what these guys have to say, now I will not be on the show. You will not see me. Brian's trying to talk me into coming on the show, but I really need to rest my voice and stuff because when allergies hits, it's just how it is. But if you do hear me, I'm going to be behind the scenes, like they do on The Price is Right. You're going to hear the girl voice in the back. But with that said, good luck to everybody on that, because I think as of yesterday, they started with the March Madness and all that jazz. And two, I want to say sending all the prayers to everybody this morning that may be under the weather. Melody Krim was supposed to come this morning as well. She had a migraine headache. Yeah. And that's just how it is. The Bradford pears are blooming, y'all.
It's terrible.
Brace yourself. And again, if you would like me to do a petition to knock down all the Bradfords, just say the words. I'll start it.
Yeah, I'll sign it too.
Oh, see,
I'm with you.
I'll be the first one. But also too, as I'm joking, all jokes aside, I want the community to know that thank you to everybody that has reached out to me about the rock quarry that is being put in the Dibble area. I've seen your concerns. I'm going to start researching and looking into that this weekend because, of course, we have been talking about ISHA and, just following the money essentially with them on, on their tax forms and such. But since we opened I said the can of worms on that, people are starting to come out to us and you are asking questions and I'm trying to get numbers and answers for you guys. So on next week's episode, we are going to kind of take a little break from ISHA and talk a little bit about the other concerns you guys are doing and what we are seeing is becoming a problem, like, human trafficking and things like that, because, it's just a sad thing. And, but with that said, we're going to be looking into the rock quarry that's going out in Dibble, and then also to the people in Van Buren County that reached out to us last week. And I finally got some numbers and talked to a gentleman yesterday about the human waste that is being used as fertilizer. And again, we actually talked a lot about that last year with Tommy Savage and them. And I'm going to talk with Tommy and see if there's something we can do to help you guys out to make sure that you're getting the justice that you deserve. Because again, I don't want to take it away. Let me say this from the farmers using it, because it is free fertilizer, but there's process and procedures when you sign up for that program. You're not supposed to just dump it.
Right.
It's supposed to be tested. It's supposed to be, once it's delivered, it's supposed to be spread immediately. And I do know that the concerns in this Van Buren County area, there is 20 residents, I think is what he told me, that use the well water. And if you just dump it, it can get in the well water, and that's a big concern. So if you are listening to me and you live in the Van Buren County area, my best bet for you to do is if you do the well water, and I know I'm about to sound like Aaron Brockovich when I say this, you need to get a test sample right now before it gets contaminated, so you can tell the difference. Like you can get, I don't know how much it cost, and I'm going to find that out because we talked about it on last year's show, but you can get these test tubes and actually take it to the water department, and they can test it for you to see if there's any contamination. But we're going to get all into that next week. But again, I want to thank everybody that has reached out to us with their concerns of their community, because, you know, even though Van Buren is not Warren County and this is a Warren County show, you are a brother from another mother, and we care about y'all just like you care about us. And I always say we can never grow if we don't work together, right. You know? Mm-hmm. So with that said, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And as I'm trying to multitask without my mousy mouse, remember, Warren County, keep it first.